Hey Streetboard family! What's up? What's good? My name's Robin Pickering and welcome back to the Dragan channel. On today's video, I'm going to show you how to set up your QuickSet bindings. Let's get into it.
It's not a game, it's a rich thing.
Before we begin, let's review what we have here. We have our left binding and our right binding. How can you tell them apart? Easy. Just place it so the binding has the Dragan logo facing up towards you, and look at this end here. You'll notice it looks like an L. L is for left. Simples. You also have bolts, nuts, and the patented Dragan QuickSet binding blocks. Just a side note, these bindings are designed specifically for the trick boards and not for the cruisers. And with that in mind, let's get started. This is a Dragan binding block, and you'll notice something very special about it. The hole for the bolt is 1/2 centimeter off center to the part itself. That means that the left hand side is 1/2 centimeter bigger than the right hand side, and there's a very special reason for this. Let me show you. As you can see, I've set up the plate with the 4 binding blocks. Like most shoes, mine is wider just here at the front than it is on the heel. And you can see that the gap to the block here is not very big, and on this side, it's fairly big. Same on the other side. Not a lot of gap to the shoe, quite a lot of gap to the heel. So what does this mean? This means that the front of my shoe doesn't move very much, which is what you want when you're skating. But the heel has got a lot of room to wiggle. Now, if I move this hole in closer, then my shoe wouldn't fit in this gap. So what do? Simple. All I have to do now to get rid of this wiggle is I just turn the binding block so the thicker side faces towards the heel of the shoe. And then repeat on the other side. And now you notice that there is no wiggle at the front and there's barely any movement on the rear. And when the binding straps go in, that little bit of a gap will be taken up with that. And that's the genius thing with the binding blocks. So there you have it, a very clever piece of kit. That 1/2 centimeter on the left hand side is just what you need to take out that little bit of wiggle in your shoe that you normally get when you ride. And now you know about these, let's set up our plates. We're now going to start by placing our right binding on our right plate. To do this, hold your binding like this, so that the Dragan badge is facing towards you and is at the top of the binding, not the bottom. You'll notice 4 tabs. 1, 2, 3, 4. Start by placing the first little tab over the top right hand bolt. Now, take the binding block and place it onto the bolt. Take your nut and just screw that on, finger tight, and repeat all the way around in a horseshoe shape. Now that's all on, your bindings will look like a bit of a webbing mess, but that's okay. We can now start to tighten up the straps. Take our toe strap place that through the loop and fold the Velcro over, and do that for this one here. Place the Velcro through the loop and then fold that back over, and then fold this one back over that. And now you will have something which resembles a bit more of a binding. All we got to do now is just tighten up the bolts. Holding your bolt in position, push the nut back through so that the nut sits into the binding block, and just tighten up on the other side with the screwdriver. And you'll want a little bit of the thread poking through, but not all of it. Maybe you want these to be a little bit loose just so they move with your feet, or you can have them as tight as you like. It's personal preference and entirely up to you. And there you have it. The Dragan QuickSet Bindings. Simple and effective. I hope you liked this video and I hope you found it useful. If you did, please smash that like and subscribe button and leave a comment below for future videos that you'd like to see. In the meantime, stay tuned, stay safe, keep it locked onto Dragan, and I'll see you on the next one.